Hello everybody. Today is the end of our first day here. It's 7:40 p.m. here. In the UK it is 12:40. So I'm obviously very tired, but I've been trying to hang on for as long as I can, because if I go to bed super early, like Josh did, he's probably gonna wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm trying to avoid being super jet-lagged for my vacation. So I've just been trying to keep entertained. I edit the previous vlog to this one, the one that you've already watched, and it's exporting. Now I'm just waiting for it to finish export so that I can leave it uploading during the night, because I'm assuming it's gonna take a while, because it always does when I'm uploading things on hotel Wi-Fi's. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna eat a snack, some Oreos, and there's like a bug flying around, and I'm gonna start this book, The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I brought 2.5 books with me, a half because one of them I was already halfway through, and I finished it today while we were traveling. It was The Soulmate Equation. It was a romance. It was very cute in the beginning, but then it just started annoying me, like most romances tend to do. I don't know, I think it's really hard for me to like a romance nowadays, because even if I start finding them cute, they just annoy me eventually. So it ended up being a 3 stars. Now this book, however, I haven't seen anyone saying this is crap or that this is overhyped. So I hope that brings good things to us. I'm gonna start reading it just while I wait for the upload. I hope I don't fall asleep, but I'm in this massive sofa. So let's go get some reading done. Yesterday they came and gave us some complimentary ice cream, and today they did it again. I think yesterday was like coconut or something, or vanilla, not sure. And this one is strawberry. This is like the best resort just for the ice cream. It's raining again today. We woke up mega early, like 6 in the morning. We went for breakfast, and then we took a taxi, and we were gonna go to a mall that supposedly had like bowling and cinema and I don't know, lots of things inside. And we were actually quite excited to do that. And then we got in the taxi, and the taxi driver told us that that mall is closed because of COVID. So then we look at other malls, and everything seems to be closed because of COVID. And so now we're driving to see the big Buddha temple. We stopped in another temple along the way. So it's like, I don't know what it's called. I'm terrible at this. But it's like a park with multiple temples. But it's raining, and you know how you need to take your shoes off to go inside temples? So like the floors outside are still wet, so we take our shoes off, and then our feet get wet, and then we have to put our shoes on. And this is one of my worst nightmares. But anyway, we're just walking around in the rain, looking at the nice temples. We also saw some elephants earlier on the way here. Here's some footage of the elephants. It was quite scary. But how?
One by one. Yeah.
From here?
Yeah.
Oh.
God.
You want to do the last one?
I'm not doing it. I'm terrified. This is the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. There you go.
Oh God. Right.
Oh my god.
So I didn't get to mention this when I recorded this part of the vlog, but this is definitely a conversation that I want to have, so I'm gonna include it here. We went to see the elephants, but we didn't know exactly what we were getting into. We were, like I mentioned, in the taxi to go to the mall, and only after we got the taxi we discovered the mall was closed. It didn't say online it was, we had no idea, and the weather was crap, and we didn't really know where to go because we didn't plan. We don't like to plan holidays too far ahead, so we make plans for the day itself, and for that day we planned the mall because the weather was crap. Given that completely fell off the plans, we didn't know what else we could do. So we asked the taxi driver what kind of activities can we do when the weather is like this, and he suggested a few things. One of them was to go see elephants. Now, both me and Josh thought we were going to see like elephants in the wild. Obviously, we didn't expect the elephants to be completely free because that would be dangerous. But I don't know, maybe some sort of jungle with like barriers around, but where the elephants were like roaming free within a certain space. So that's what we thought we were going to see. Then the taxi driver drove us to this place, and later on we discovered there was many more places like that, where they have like 5, 6, 7 elephants there. But the elephants are not only inside like little cubicles, but they are also chained to the floor. So in one of their ankles, they had a chain, and the chain was so short they could barely take a step. In normal circumstances, me and Josh, we are both against supporting those kind of businesses that are what I called made for tourists to see. So things like those carriots, I don't know what it's called, but those little things that horses will pull and you sit at the back and they take you on a touristy view. We are 100% against that. We don't pay for those services. We don't like that because we believe that those horses are not being well looked after and they're not being well treated, and we don't want to give our money towards something like that. With the elephants, it's the same thing. So if we knew that what we were going to see was that thing, we would have never wanted to go, and we would have never wanted to pay for that. The problem that happened was because Phuket has been closed to tourists up until now, basically for over a year, there's lots of local businesses. And when I say lots of local businesses, I mean most of them. It's really sad. Everything is closed, most of them permanently. And I'm talking about like actual malls that close, lots of restaurants, shops, and then activities like this, like paintball, bowling avenues, things that were made for tourists because Phuket is a tourist island. So everything was based out of the tourists. Because there hasn't been any tourists for over a year, they have really suffered the consequences of that. So what we are finding now for the last few days is that all the locals are desperate. They are losing their jobs. There's no other sources of incomes, and without the tourists, they don't make any money. So we feel like everyone is really desperate to get tourists and clients onto their businesses. In a normal circumstance, because we are against that kind of treatment to animals, we would have got there, we would have realized what it was, and we would have been, no thank you, turn around, go back to the car. In this case, sadly, we were the only ones there. It was just us, the elephants, and the, I don't know, 15 people that look after them, and I assume they're like a family, and this is like a family business, I don't know. So as soon as we got out of the car, they all came to us and were like, oh my god, finally clients, which is understandable. They took us in, and then we realized what was it that we were looking after. The normal thing that you'd pay for in this place, and like I said, there's many other places like this, but they gave us this like pricing list, so you could pay for elephant walks where they put like a chair, a sofa, obviously made on purpose for that, like attach the elephant on top of it. And then there's some big stairs that you climb so you can get on top of the elephant. And then you could go on an elephant ride for half an hour, 45 minutes, or 1 hour. Or you could take a bath with the elephants, which is a bit disgusting. But those were the two services. It was very scary, I'm not gonna lie. The elephants are huge. We were definitely not interested in being too close to them. But at the same time, it felt a bit like it was on us because there was no other tourists in there. It was literally just the two of us. And we had just arrived. And they are desperate for business, and they are probably desperate for money. So in our point, it also felt really rude walking away after seeing what it was. Because yes, it is horrible to the elephants, but we were very conflicted. So we ended up not doing anything besides taking pictures, and they gave me some bananas to feed one of the elephants. But we paid the price for the full ride because we felt that that was the best thing we could do there. We were still supporting their business, even though it's a business we don't want to support, but we were trying to help the local tourism. I don't know, I felt very conflicted. I felt like we couldn't walk away without giving any money, but at the same time, I don't want to support that kind of business. And it did break our heart giving money to something like this because it goes against what we believe. So we gave them the money, we gave bananas to the elephants, and it was so sad seeing the elephants chained up to the floor, and then we left. We were there for 10 minutes tops. But as we were driving to other places and to the temples that we saw after, we saw more places like this where they have elephants, because they're just like on the side of the road, and they were all the same. a few elephants and they were all chained up with really short chains. And it does break my heart, and I just wanted to make it very clear that I do not support this kind of business and this kind of industry that is made from the lives of the animals. And it does make me very sad knowing that somehow I was a part of this and I contributed to this. This goes 100% against the things that I believe. And I just wanted to have this conversation and make it very clear that the only reason why we did so in this moment was because the other side of the coin, the fact that the tourism is suffering so much over here. And it is very sad seeing how desperate everyone is for tourists and for their money, because this is what they have to survive on. But I just wanted to make it very clear that we do not support any kind of business like this that is made from the animals, with animals, and where we feel like the animals are not being respected. This is not something we would usually go for and support, and it was sad and it pained us giving our money to this. After that experience with the elephants, every time the taxi driver asked us, do you want to go see the tigers, do you want to go see the bird show, we said no to all of them, because we realized that even though we cannot be sure about the other ones, it's most likely similar things to this, where the animals are being mistreated and not respected, and we don't want to be a part of that. So this was our exception, and I just wanted to make it very clear before we continue to the rest of the vlog.
Should know better, 'cause you always do this to me. You do this to me, but you start to play. Later disbelieve that I don't make. And I promise myself it will never happen again. But oh, here I stand, heartbroken and weary.
You know how earlier we went to see the elephants and I was giving the bananas to the elephants? I just discovered that I'm dirty from the truck of the elephant. We're on our way to go see the big Buddha. It's actually quite big, and there's a lot of stairs to get there. It is like wishes or something. Oh, it does say date. November 9, 2021. Which day is it today?
Huh?
Which day is it today?
12.
This one was from the 9th. There's so many of them. Some don't say anything anymore.
Some of them are quite old. Most of them worn off.
20th of October.
This is 1990.
Why? And you can still read it?
Yeah. Maybe that's the day they were born, I don't know.
There's lots of different languages.
Oh yeah, this is 64, so that's definitely the day they were born. Long life, something happiness. I still think this is 21 though.
My family.
Careful, don't cut yourself with this, you will get a serious infection.
I think they would choose a better material for this.
I think.
It's quite a cute idea.
Hey Buddha, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
What day is it today? Friday.
Friday.
This is today's Buddha.
It's Friday.
Wrong funk posture. He doesn't look very happy. I would expect that on a Friday you'd look happier. The Tuesday one is just chilling.
The Tuesday was cool, that's me. That's me on a Friday.
And the Monday one is like, bitch please, I'm not ready for another week. It's such a ghost town here. Even like this thing, it's supposed to be like touristy. Right? Like there's no one here. There are like 3 people, 2 of them are us.
COVID plus bad weather.
I'm filming the painting floor. This is the kind of thing you don't notice when the place is packed with tourists. So it's precious content.
Oh, it's a naga. King of snakes. Symbol of fertility and protection. Appears in many Buddhist legends such as the naga spread its hood to cover the Buddha while he was meditating, which is the origin of the naga covering posture. Oh! 1 head, 3 heads, 5 heads, 7 heads, or 9 heads, depending on your facade. Why is it always odd numbers?
It's always odd numbers, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. You would be so great if it was sunny.
Yeah, if the sun was out, it'd be much better.
Hmm?
If the sun was out, it'd be much better.
Keep for who you are.
Yeah, not a mass.
The masses wouldn't.
Well, mass people don't like me.
What is this? What the? Is it over there?
It's the only warning, I hope. If it is, we're in the right place.
There's someone there, is it? Hmm? Yeah, that's what I said. I didn't know that's how you do it. I thought you just hit it. Like bong. Is it just a tourist?
It kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
Is it just a tourist gone mad?
I'm sure it's not. Sure it is.
Just rubbing? How does it make that sound?
You work here?
Huh?
You work here? Alright. I thought you were just doing it for fun.
I don't think he speaks English.
He doesn't, but it's funny.
I don't think he answered your question. I don't think he works here.
No. Yeah. There you go, just a guy who's like, I want to hit the gong.
But how do you know it's what you're supposed to do? All my life I thought you just hit it.
This looks slightly different though, because it's got a nipple.
But like, you just rub it and it makes sound.
Do you want to do it?
Could do it.
I want to do it.
Rub it. Just once, just see what happens. I have no idea what this is. What do you reckon this is? It has spoons of black rice.
I have no idea.
Part of me wants to buy it just to try.
It's tasty and healthy.
Have a nice day. What was yours say? What was this I forgot? Like a cookie.
Cookie something.
Cookie frappuccino.
Yeah.
Something.